some of the workouts that I'm going to share with you. So just to make sure that your wrists are warmed up and you're doing everything safely, please always do this beforehand you jump into anything else. So let's come into, you can sit down whatever way you want to, and we're just going to work on, so you're going to bring, let's begin with the right hand. So grab your right wrist with your left hand as if you are kind of separating the hand from the arm, but not really. And then you're going to really bring this karate chop hand, like a really karate chop hand. And then we're going to bring the hand. What we're going to do is we're going to mix a square. Let's imagine that we're making a square, but we're not going to curl the hand. Keep your hand really, really straight and go as far as you possibly can. This is a great, great wrist exercise that you should do every day. So bring your palm down, keep your fingers straight. It looks very easy, but it isn't. And up, to the left, down, and to the right, and up, to the left, down, to the right, up, and then from here down, left, up, right, down, full range, left, up, right, down, and release. And now let's move on to the next, to the left hand. So grab your wrist with your right hand, and now let's karate chop, make a straight line with your hand, and then we're going to you're going to bring your hand towards your inside, to the right side, and then up and left, down, right, up, left, down, right, and lift up, and then go down once again, lower, left, right, left, lower, right, up, and right. So make sure that while you're doing this, it's only your wrist which is moving. Everything else should stay rooted or firmly in its place. And now you're going to come down into all fours. So come on all fours on your, actually before this, let's do another little thing. So you're going to bring your hands, point your hands in front of you as if you are blessing someone with good vibes. So bring your hands, show your palms outside of you like this, and then as if you're bringing your wrists towards your face. So keeping your hands as straight as possible, and also your arms straight as possible. Your wrist towards your face for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the other direction. Now curl your wrist towards your body down as you bring it downwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Now you might want to just wiggle your wrist around, and now come on your hands and your knees. And now from here we're going to do one thing. We're going to just do you can do cat cows here, or you can just swivel a little bit around, make circles on your wrist, at the same time making sure that you're always grabbing your wrist really, really strong. Or your fingers are clutching really strong onto the mat. Okay, and both clockwise and anti-clockwise, change directions halfway through, and then for 3, 2, and 1. Let's stop doing this. And now you can, there's one thing, you can come back onto your shins, and let's grab as if you are grabbing the floor with your thumb and your index finger. So you are going to, as if you're grabbing, like, you know, like as if you can actually lift up the whole floor under you. So really root down and press into your thumb and index finger. Press, 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 press. Press for 1, 2. Keep pressing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And raise your arms up and start to open and close your fingers like this, and really, really fast. Let's move on for 1, 2, fast, 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 and as big a hand you can open as possible. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, I know it burns. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shall we go for more? No, let's just stop here. I know it's hard. And see how your body is warmed up. That's interesting how it happens. And now we're going to come back onto our wrists and our knees. And now we're going to you can turn the wrist, flip the palms over on the back side of your hand, and we can do the same thing: forward and backward, forward and backward, forward, backward. You can face this part. Keep moving forward and backward. And now let's bring your hands to the outside edges of the mat, fingers to the outside edges of the mat, and let's do the same thing. You can do forward or backward, or you can go in circles in one direction and then switch sides, moving on into the other direction, clockwise or anti-clockwise. Okay, and now you're going to flip your palms over. You're going to bring your fingers are going to point towards your knees, so like this. And if you can have a look here, so your fingers are pointed towards your knees. And now once more we're going to shift back and forward, back, forward. Let's do like 5 more times. 1, 2. And make sure that the heel of your palm does not lift up. So it's going to try to keep it where it is and go back. Like, don't let it lift up. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And now we're going to you're going to bring your hands. Your fingers are facing towards each other. Your palms are facing towards your face. And now we're going to move down, bend your elbows and come down and lift up. Bend down, lift up. Bend down, lift up. And now bend down and make fists with your hands. Now your hands are in fists, and now you're going to lift up. So you're going to lift the wrist off, the fist off the ground, and now try to straighten your arms. It's not going to happen with me for sure, but try if you can. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, that's a deep, deep, deep stretch. And I love this. And now, one last thing, we're going to, just to make sure that whenever you're doing anything on your hands, so it's your fingers which are working, not the outside of your palm, but especially in downward dog, for example, we have to use the thumb and the index finger especially. That's a good cue. But generally, anything on whether you're doing a plank or anything on your hands, make sure that you're always using your fingers. You're clawing the mat with your, so you're using these muscles in your palms. So now, to practice that, we're going to come into on all fours again, on your wrist and your knees. And now we're going to lift up just the heels of the palms and lift up. The fingers are going to be where they are, and fingers are very, very active, and then lower down. So you're going to lift just the heels of the palm and the palm, just the palms, and the fingers are really, really active for 1. So the more weight you put into them, the more further you tip forward, the more difficult it's going to be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And release. And you can just grab your hand, once again your wrist, and just trying to release the tension by trying to tightly clutching your wrist and then moving the wrist around in a clockwise and anti-clockwise place. I think now your wrists are ready to go on all fours to do anything. Thank you.